Welcome to this tutorial on competition over popularity in social networks. The tutorial is composed of two parts. There is first a theoretical one and then an application one. The theory will cover the game theory, game theoretical tools, especially for networks, models for dissemination of information, including epidemic models, and Markov chains and their control, with properties of the Markov chains that will be used later. Now, the applications will cover three types of problems. First, we'll use the Markov chains to study the role of recommendation lists. Then we'll use the game theory to study competition in providing contents and competition in advertising contents. Now, why study competition over popularity in this context of social networks? Well, here are some figures and some numbers. Let's start with YouTube. Well, we see that more than 1 billion unique users visit YouTube each month. Over 6 billion hours of video are watched each month on YouTube. That's almost 1 hour for every person on Earth. Millions of subscriptions happen each day, and the number of people subscribing has more than doubled since last year. All this is true for 2013. This shows that YouTube offers huge economic opportunities. And yet, a significant share of videos in YouTube gets no views at all. Can anything be done to help videos reach their potential popularity? Indeed, network engineering can help. And it turns out that the main source of views in YouTube is the recommendation list. So by designing well recommendation lists, we can indeed help videos get the visibility that they deserve. Here are some figures from Facebook. Most revenues in Facebook come from advertisement. There seems to be an exponential growth of revenues that started in 2006 with $52 million and have risen up to $4 billion in 2011. The total active users in Facebook has been constantly growing. We see that since 2008 till March 2013, it has grown quite linearly and is now beyond 1 billion users. Now, what is it that makes a content popular? Well, cultural, social, and artistic reasons can make a content a potential success. And we are interested in understanding how information technology can contribute to dissemination of content and to this success. Here are some questions we wish to answer. Who are the actors related to dissemination of content? What are the tools for dissemination of content? How efficient are they? Can data analysis be used to understand why a given content is successful? When and how much should we invest in promoting content? We shall consider in our models the following actors: the social network provider, SNP, the content provider, CP, content creators, CCR, and the consumers of content, COCO. The three first actors try to maximize visibility of content. Higher visibility, which means more viewers, allows the SNP, the CP, and the CCR to receive more advertisement money. The content itself can be an advertisement, which the content creator wishes to be visible. We shall distinguish between two types of problems, ones with dynamic advertisement and one in which decisions are taken at the beginning and once for all. Social networks often have a lot of information about their users, and this allows them to adapt the publicity and the advertisement to these. For example, if you have a Facebook friend in San Francisco, then you should not be surprised to get advertisement for flight tickets to San Francisco. This method of advertisement, called targeted advertisement, is much more efficient than standard advertisement, since it exposes you only to those advertisements which you're likely to be interested in. Now, it is not only advertisement that can be adapted to users, the whole service can be adapted. For example, recommendation to users. Instead of reading a cinema critics in a cinema journal, one may directly receive recommendation from the social network, which takes into account both the profile of the interested user as well as the critics from users that saw the movie. Here is an example of advertisement in YouTube. You see several types of advertisement. There is one advertisement on the screen itself, so that if it is embedded somewhere, the advertisement is also seen there. There is the Add To, which is an advertisement that is not seen elsewhere. And then on the top of the recommendation list, we may have a recommendation which has the letters AD on the bottom, and which means that it is there because of advertisement. Note, it is possible that the first item in the recommendation list is advertised by YouTube itself. It is then denoted by featured video and not ad video. The question we ask then are, what content should a content creator advertise? What content should the YouTube advertise? An advertisement accelerates the rate at which information is disseminated in the network. But there are other accelerating factors. For example, there are other publishers that embed content of YouTube there because they are popular and because they can also make money of it by giving some extra features like ranking. Now, if you have comments or responses to comments, this also increases visibility and accelerates dissemination. Here is an example of a video of Obama singing. YouTube provides this curve that you see there that shows the dynamics of the number of viewers of video. In addition, we see here that in the beginning of the video there is a whole set of actions that were taken that are denoted by the alphabet letters A, B, C, and so on. Each one of these letters corresponds to some action, and there is a list that tells us how many viewers have been obtained using that action. We see here in the fourth item, item number D, for example, that embedding of this video on the White House's webpage brought to 23,000 viewers. By the way, this whole period is of 2 months.